Maybe there's a switch.
Good morning, and welcome to the Hydrogen Fuel Cells and Batteries Technical Forum. I'd like to invite anyone who's around to please grab a seat, enjoy a drink, a glass of juice or water, while we listen to our very first presentation of the forum. It will be on remote control and monitoring for energy systems. And I would like everyone to please join me in welcoming the Commercial Director of SYS TEC Electronic, Klaus Rupprecht.
Right, thank you very much. Thanks for the warm welcome. Yeah, this is the first day of the Hannover Fair, and this is definitely the first presentation here on the Technical Forum. And I would like to share with you some information in the next 10-15 minutes about energy management and what's all about, and what do you need if you would like to rule several energy sources. And SYS TEC Electronic, for instance, has some very good hardware and software electronics, and I would like to introduce our thoughts about energy management. First of all, I guess this is not really a brand new topic, but I guess with Industry 4.0 and IoT, and of course digitalization, we have more and more a strong impact now from these technologies also back to the energy management. And or with other words, it's up to now very easy to combine energy systems with communications and bring these data from the energy side to a cloud server. 10 years ago, it was very complicated. You need several partners to solve this. But nowadays, we have a better amount of ready-to-go solutions, and I would like to present you some of these opportunities you have. So if we are looking to this picture, we see, okay, we are talking about PV plants, we are talking about wind turbines, and last but not least, we are also talking about, we are here on the hydrogen station and batteries. We are also talking about using hydrogen generators and in combination with lithium-ion batteries. So far, we are now able to store this energy also in such kind of with a hydrogen generator inside a tank, or also we can produce electrical power and we store this in the battery. And the task for energy management is to bring all these things in a very clever way together, that at the end of the day we would like to have the energy 24/7 available, and to do that it needs definitely electronic stuff and software. So a little bit a deeper look to all the components which are needed to solve an energy management topic is, let us look here, and we start on the bottom of this picture. You see here is a small engine, and this engine maybe produces energy. Yeah, and we have some measuring data. So we have the temperature of the machine. We have the rounds per minute from the machine, and also a kind of a pressure maybe. So this is only an example to get closer to all these things. And the data will transfer from this machine, and you can substitute now the verb machine with energy side. Yeah, that's maybe, it's not a Stirling motor, yeah, it is maybe a fuel cell. So the fuel cell produces data. Maybe the hydrogen pressure is the most important thing you would like to know. But also the stack temperature is also maybe an important thing you would like to monitor. And now you have several ways today to transfer these data to more or less to an edge controller. The edge controller is the thing in the middle. This is a product of our company. This is the SysWorks Control 700. It's a very powerful edge controller. based on an IMX7 and running a Linux operation system, and you are able to program your own rules for your own energy side. So you have from the machine or even from the energy side now classical interfaces like Ethernet, like Modbus, S232, and more or less also CAN or CAN open. This is not a complete setup of all the possibilities you have. From our point of view, these are the most important things maybe. And you will see you have a wired link to the SYS Control 700. Nowadays we have also the possibility to link these sensor data via RF over the air, and we are using meshnet sensors which are based on Bluetooth, and we can link your system or data from your system via the air to a meshnet interface, which is also linked to the edge controller. So this opens up more possibilities, and if you have an existing machine or energy side, it's possible to add these meshnet sensors, and you can bring your maybe old-fashioned machine to the new world of IoT. So above the edge controller, we have the link to the cloud. And here are some representatives of several possibilities you have. We are a cooperation partner of Bucksoft. It is an Israeli company, and Bucksoft is now in the market of around 20 years, and they have done a lot of applications in South America. And if you are talking about Bucksoft and you would like to monitor a gas station or an electrical power plant or whatever, Bucksoft is really a good partner for you. And more or less, our SYS Control 700 is pretty well able to run this Bucksoft software package. We will see that later. A very modern way to link this kind of system and to bring the data visible is to use UPC UA. This is a standard which comes more and more important in the world. So, okay, as I mentioned, you have several sensors at the machine so far that it is, but the world or the sentence from sensor to cloud, it is in particular maybe this is not an easy job to do that. SYS TEC Electronics is very well concentrated to measure physical things and bring this physical data over the data link to our edge controller. And now you see the edge controller is in the middle. This is the real picture from our controller. And you see on the left side, you see the sensors. And this is, as I mentioned, maybe you have the possibility to use meshnet sensors, and you have maybe about old-fashioned or well-known field bus connectors. You can use also these sensor signals via CAN open, Modbus or Ethernet power link directly to the edge controller. You see, I would like to bring your concentration on these two Ethernet slots. This is a hardware-built security stuff. So if you would like to have a direct link to your sensor system, use one of these Ethernet channels. They are completely separated, so it's not possible to get direct access from the outer world, from the cloud world, directly to your energy side. Yeah, it's very important to have also these security things, and we have done our job very well because we are now completely separated the outer world to the workshop world. Most important thing of this controller is you can program this in several languages. It depends on your skill level or what you want. Yeah, we open up, you can run a PLC runtime on this system if you want. It's this IEC 61131, and also we built in a very strong Node-RED system on it. So Node-RED is a very brand new programming language. If you are working maybe with IBM Watson, you always now get in touch with also with Node-RED. And yes, what you see, the arbitration of the sensor data is well done in these edge controllers, and you see it on the right hand. We transfer then via JSON these data in templates, and these templates are then send out via MQTT protocol, for instance. This is an old-fashioned telemetric protocol. It was invented in 1999. And with MQTT, you are able to talk with all the famous platforms. As mentioned, it's Microsoft Azure, IBM Watson, Amazon Web Service, or even just use Bugsoft. So if you're talking about energy management, we have some distance. Yeah? If you want to use the sensor to cloud solution, which is very well concentrated on the energy side, we prefer to use the Bugsoft solution. If you are a little bit nearer to your things and you want to have a local energy management, maybe in your home, yeah, you would like to bring the PV plants, the batteries, and all the other things you have around in your house in a better way together to produce very efficient energy, and who would like to have a remote control from outside. We are proud to say that we have now a cooperation with Fraunhofer, and we are presentation here at the Hannover Fair the capabilities of Ojima. This is a very huge software package, comes from Fraunhofer. So this is a short view to Fraunhofer. It's separated several apps. These apps are related maybe with the component you would like to rule. And inside the machine, all these data of these apps are aggregated to integrate persistence database. And above of these, you're running a PLC unit, so you can make decisions programmed in software what shall happen if something goes wrong. Yeah? So, and what's all about? Maybe you know that we in Germany have off-grid energy sites for most of the times for telecom providers, or even for terrestrial public RF services for the police and such kind of organizations. So we are in the need to have a completely independent power source for such kind of RF relays. So these relays shall run 3 days when the grid fails totally. So it needs to have here energy storage like lithium-ion batteries and complete independent power sources like a PV plant or even a wind turbine. So if our standard product portfolio is not enough, SYS TEC Electronics is first of all a house which is able to produce, to develop your product for your needs. So we have all these expertise in our house and all the specialists. We have a team of around 35 engineers, shared hardware, software. So we are able to produce also your own controller for your own machine, maybe for your fuel cell or even other systems. We are located worldwide with some partners. Our salary is 12 million euro. We have now 110 employees. We are counting. And if you're searching a new job, just ask me. We have a lot of things to do. And we are founded in 1990. And of course, we are have a quality management. And if you would like to go deeper into all the details, we here at the booth E49. This is a shared booth from the Saxonia area, and I invite you to talk with me and my colleagues. And if you would like to join more in detail what I'm talking about, we have also a white paper available in English and in German, and we would like to share this with you. Thank you very much for your attention.
And thank you very much, Mr. Rupprecht. At this point, does anyone have any questions that we could field? Yeah.
Thank you. Mr. Rupprecht, would your technology enable peer-to-peer sharing of energy on local sites?
Both. We are able to have a local solution, yeah, to share and to rule on a local side several energy sources and energy consumptors, and also we are able to rule complete sites with the cloud solution around over the world if there's a need for that. We can do both.
My name is Hartmut Kordos from German company Adco GmbH. My question is, what about the security of the system? In the next future, we have the BSI standard in Germany, and we get a new law because the data for critical infrastructures, you talk about the police stations and so on, how it works for the BSI standard in Germany?
It's a very good question, very important to talk about this. As I showed, first of all, our edge controller has the first security level is built in hardware, but that's not all. Yeah, to make such kind of controller secure, it needs to have some protocols which runs from the edge controller to a server or to a cloud, and hopefully you can believe me. This is also a reason why we are working together with an Israeli company. So this is not, if I'm talking about Backsoft, this is not an open protocol standard, this is a private protocol standard, and it needs to have, this is from my point of view, or it is definitely a clever thing, to do this communication from the edge controller to the cloud more private. Because I have the rules, I have the protocol, and I can have then also some firewalls installed in software. Is that okay? I guess we should discuss it later on.
All right, thanks again. And if anyone would like to discuss further, you can find Mr. Rupprecht from SYS TEC Electronic at booth E49. Thank you everyone for joining us. And I'd like to invite anyone who is interested to please come back at around 12 for our presentation on AEM electrolyzers by Enapter. Thanks again.
Thank you.